Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about some tools. These are the tools that I wear on my belt when I'm in the shop or working around the house. It's just some basic stuff that I have right on my side. You know, I'm not running back and forth to the toolbox and running back to the shop to get this or that. You know, if I need a screwdriver, it's right there. Now there's two main pouches that I carry, and they're both made by Occidental. First is the 5522 tape holder. We'll go through that in just a minute. And the other one is the 5520. I think they call it the 5-in-1. Let's talk about the tools that I do carry on these. And we'll start with the tape holder. Of course, the tape, what I'm carrying right now is a Lufkin shockforce 25 foot. 25 foot's always been big enough for me. The shockforce has a little bit different layout, and I like it. It's easy to read. It's heavy though. This thing comes in at, let's see, 17.5 ounces. So it's all there. Next, the screwdriver, the bit driver that I carry is this Philo, and it's a 8-in-1. And what I really like about this bit driver is it's got super high quality bits. Let's see if I can get you kind of a close-up. The grind on them is just excellent. Bit storage is up here. You just twist the top and they're held in magnetically. This one came with an assortment of Phillips and flathead. You can also get one with the some Torx in there as well. Moving on, I carry a KNIPEX or NIPEX. I like to say NIPEX, but whatever. It's got a nice blade on it. It's got some flex to it, but you can also run out a backer on it and stiffen it up. So I like that setup. It does have onboard blade storage on the back side. Let's see if I can find the actual name for it. Yeah, here you go. The KNIPEX CutiX. And I'll link all these down in the doodly-doo so that you can go take a look if you want. Next, I carry a couple of rules. These are made by Mitutoyo. They're a company out of Japan. I like this one because I can use it as a depth gauge. Yeah, Mitutoyo, they're a good company. They make good stuff, and it's going to be cheaper than like Starrett. Next, we have a Victorinox knife sharpener. And this is a two-way sharpener. It's got the pull through and then the stone. And you can just put the handle on there like that. That way I can touch up my knife blade out in the field, and it works pretty good. This is an interesting tool that gets used a lot. It's a ladyfoot pry bar. These are made from incredibly hard steel. I use it as a drift, a little bit of a pry bar. I can mark a hole with it. So this is a really handy deal. There's also, deep down inside here, if I can get my fingers on it, and just dump it out. Yeah, there it is. Not easy to get to, but it's there if I really need it. And that's just a small chisel. And the last thing is just a Phillips bit, a long Phillips bit, handy to have. Get all that put back in. And the last thing on this pouch is I carry a Morakniv chisel knife. Really handy knife, super sharp. It's good for scraping things off, chiseling out a piece of wood. So that's that side. Let's move over to the other side here. And this is where I keep most of my pliers. We'll start in the front, and that's the KNIPEX Cobra water pump pliers. These are the, what size are they? 7-inch. Yeah. Man, you get great leverage with these things. They get pretty wide, and the grip is just incredible. So definitely recommend those. Moving back, we've got another KNIPEX. That's the TwinGrip. These are good for getting on something like this. If you need to get in and grab it from the top, really handy to have. And they grip really well from the side too. Again, great leverage. That's one thing KNIPEX is really good about, is giving you good leverage. We've also got the Pliers wrench. These things are great because they will, you can set it for the size you're working on, and it's listed right here, metric and imperial on the other side. But yeah, when you're turning on something, you can just kind of go over it like that, versus a stripping wrench or crescent wrench where you're constantly fumbling around trying to get the size right. You don't have to worry about that with the Pliers wrench. Really, really neat product. I also carry a pair of VAMPLIERS. These have a side cutter on them, and these are really good for, you can pull nails with them, but they grip so well all the way out to the edge. So if you got a stripped out screw or something, you can get on top of it with the VAMPLIERS. And then I got a set of the KNIPEX needle nose pliers. They're a pretty long needle nose, and the grind on these is really, really good. I can't say enough about their products. They're pricey. Buy once, cry once though. When you got good tools to work with, it just makes things go so much better. And you take care of them and you keep them. I carry a mechanical pencil. This is made by Graph Gear. It's the Graph Gear 1000. Neat thing about it is when you click up here, it will withdraw the lead, so you're not breaking your lead off all the time. And lastly, I carry just a big flat screwdriver. It works as a pry bar, getting into things. Just always handy to have a nice big flathead screwdriver. And I like the wood handle. Just feels good. Now that's pretty much it. I'll put those on my belt. Now they are a little heavy, so if I'm gonna be wearing them for a while, I've got a pair of these Dickies suspenders. I just throw those on and it takes all the weight off, and I can wear them all day. Now, sometimes I need a little bit of extra storage. I can throw this upholstery bag It just clips onto my belt. Yeah, and I can throw extra things in there, notepad, picks, wire brush, anything like that. So that's pretty handy too. Now when I'm not wearing these, I can just set them in my toolbox like that. Grab my toolbox and I've got all those tools with me. Plus, you know, my drill driver, a hammer, big hammer, things of that nature. But yeah, that's kind of my everyday carry in the shop tool bags. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. And if you're not subscribed, shame on you. Have a great day. God bless.